Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So, we're up to our next Fast and Furious movie, and that is of course Fast and the Furious, which is Fast and Furious 4, starring Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and Gal Gadot. Brian O'Connor is back working for the FBI in Los Angeles. He teams up with Dominic Toretto to bring down a heroin importer by infracting his opposition. So, I have been enjoying the Fast and Furious journey so far, except for Too Fast, Too Furious. Out of the three so far, I couldn't wait to see the fourth one, because we're finally getting back to the family, to what we got in the first one, and even a bit of the second one. So I was like, I'm excited to watch this one. And because like we get, right, so we get Dom back, we get Brian, we get Mia, we get Letty, we get everyone back for this movie. And the thing is too, is that I was shockingly getting pretty hooked at the first action scene heist, where Letty's on top of the truck, and Dom, and then the truck is barreling towards Dom and Letty, and they go underneath the truck and that sort of stuff. That was so cool to me. I was like, what? This is bonkers. I'm so on board. So I think the thing is that, right? So let's talk about this, right? And this is the first time that we see Brian in this movie is chasing a guy across a rooftop. And I was like, excuse me? Is he now a cop again? Because from what we learned in the first two movies was that he stopped being a cop in the first movie, and then the second one, the police had to recruit Brian again. And I honestly don't remember the second one that much. But so I don't know what happened. So I don't know what happened there, right? So I'm like, how did that come about? Like, did he just come back? And then I don't remember him getting his job back. So I don't remember him being an FBI agent again. But maybe I just forgot about that. And this is the first movie that see the chain that Dom is always wearing, because I don't remember that in the first one. The cross or whatever, when Dom is talking to Mia, and I was like, oh, that's what it is. Like I knew what it was, but I was like, where does that come into play in these movies? Like, where does that come into it? But it's this one. There was something about Brian that seemed very different from what we saw in the first one and Too Fast, Too Furious. I don't know what it was. I still liked him in this movie, but I was like, he was a lot more of the goofball in the first two. But I think I feel like that they wanted to try and change him to more of a Dom, energy kind of character, where he's still the fun one, but he is more serious when it comes to the seriousness. But in the first two, it was very much like, this is what we want for him to do in this movie. So I was like, oh, okay. And it's one of those things where it's like, and it didn't hit me until we see the scene where Brian is talking to Mia in the cafe, and he seems such like a different character between what we saw in the first two movies and this one. And I think it was just one of those things, right? It's kind of crazy seeing Gal Gadot as a kick-ass female before she went to do Wonder Woman, even though I really like her as Wonder Woman in the DCU. It's kind of cool seeing her as a female that, when you get to around to the fifth one, she's riding bikes and all of that, and she's still looking bloody hot. But yeah, like, I thought that was really cool to see her. I actually don't know why this movie is called Fast and Furious when you have the first one that is The Fast and the Furious. That is very confusing. Like, that's kind of like when you do, like, I have some of my Halloween movies here, right? You probably can't see, but here I have some of my Halloween movies. And I don't have the 2018 one, but the 2018 one, or whatever it's called, Halloween, it's just Halloween, right? Not even Halloween Kills. And then the original's called Halloween, so it's like, why do you people do that? I don't get it at all, right? So, I don't know why they do that. And the thing is too, these movies have very strong races and action scenes, and then in the rest of these movies are either awesome or it's really bad, like the second one. And I think that there's more good to great in this series. I think the only terrible one is Too Fast, Too Furious. So I think it's just one of those things. So I think that I need to give Fast and Furious a 4 out of 5 stars. I think that this one is... I think the thing with this one is that I was not bored. Where there are parts in 1 and 3 where I was like getting a little bored, but Too Fast, Too Furious, I was bored the entire time, right? So, and it's going to continue on, and the next one I am really excited about because we're getting to Fast 5, which is obviously to me people is one of the better ones with The Rock. You'll see my opinions on that next time. So guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Subscribe us to the little icon to get enough of future videos that I make. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Subscribe to my channel and also press this bell icon. Everything rides on tonight. Bitch on your stony, I do it out. Candy paint with the white on top. Lambo doors or the wood.